Hey, how you doing guys? My name is Sangiev. Today we're back with another video where we're going to be recapping all the major men's fashion moments of 2017. Now today we're going to be taking a look at some of the stuff that's happened in the streetwear world and in the men's quote-unquote fashion, high-end designer world. I mean, right at this point everything is just put into one bundle. There isn't really much separating from the streetwear to the high fashion. That's just the way that fashion is moving these days, and I think 2017 was again a big step towards that. I wouldn't say that this is the year that it started it in. I feel like 2016 was a big year for both streetwear world and the high-end fashion world to kind of come together, but 2017 has definitely pushed it further. Obviously there's going to be some parts that I won't be able to talk about in this video purely because I've forgotten, or yeah, just that I've forgotten. So if there is anything like that, do let me know in the comment section down below and we can all discuss. Let me know what your favourite moments were out of the ones that I might be able to talk about today or the ones that I haven't. So with that being said, let's get started straight away with the big elephant in the room, the brand that has dominated 2017, and that is Balenciaga. They've had an absolutely amazing year. All you have to do is browse through Instagram. Not that Instagram is a place to go to for fashion inspiration, but all you have to do is browse through there to see that they've absolutely killed it. To me, 2016 was very much Gucci's year. End of 2016 was when Balenciaga started taking over, and then 2017, Balenciaga's just been killing the game. So shout out to Denmark and his team, and obviously something that was huge for them this year were the Balenciaga Triple S sneaker. Chunky, ugly dad shoes, massive thing of the year 2017. You've got, as I just mentioned, Balenciaga with the Triple S. You've got Gucci that came out with a variation of it, Yeezy Wave Runner, I think they called it. I actually really like the Wave Runner. I think they look really cool in some outfits, and as a shoe I just love the colours and the shape of it. But personally I think the brand that's executed it the best is Balenciaga with the Triple S's. They came out in a multitude of colorways. They've been pulled off amazingly well by various people. I still stand by my opinion of not wearing them with skinny jeans because in my opinion I think it looks stupid, but cropped slim jeans, straight-legged, wide, anything goes besides that, and I think it's a dope thing. Another thing that Balenciaga has been killing it this year are their outerwear, which have been super hyped up. Pretty much anything they touch when it comes to outerwear, especially jackets. Like some of the coats are still a bit far for a lot of people to kind of include it in their general wardrobe, but outerwear, jackets in particular, smashed it. Whether that might be puffer jackets, which have been extremely trendy, or any sort of mountain skiing jackets. They're so sick. I personally wanted to cop one. I wasn't going to drop 1.6k I think it was, so I made one myself, which I'll be sure to leave a link in the card, right there as to how you could do yours yourself. But man, they've been such a cool item. Two things when it comes to styling that I thought were big during the year of 2017 were A, wide trousers. Again, take a look at Instagram. Everyone seems to be wearing wide trousers, whether that might be super wide, whether that might just be straight leg, cropped, long. Everyone's got them, and I think it's such a dope thing because they look amazing. Don't get me wrong, I'm still a massive fan of my skinny jeans and boots and all that jazz, but I think wide trousers have a place in everyone's wardrobe. If you haven't hopped on it yet, I don't know what else you're waiting for, man. If anything, the way I see it is 2018, they're gonna, I don't know if they'll get wider, but the cuts will be a lot more interesting. I've seen a few flares popping up throughout the year anyway. I wouldn't be surprised if we go back to full-on disco pants flares for next year, which would be quite sick to see people pulling those off as well. Another thing besides wide cuts are, especially when it comes to tops anyway, cropped fashion, whether that might be sweatshirts, hoodies, knits, outerwear pieces. A lot of these pieces have a cropped body, elongated sleeve, which we can kind of give thanks to Denmark. Again, I'm not saying he's the one that created that fashion, but he's definitely made it popular, especially for guys that are a bit shorter. It allows you to play with your proportions more with having like a cropped body top or a jacket and then super long trousers. It kind of elongates your frame, makes you look taller, and if paired right, it can look amazing. Moving on to another brand, or another designer, sorry, that's had an amazing year of 2017 would be Raf Simons. Whether that is for his own label Raf Simons, whether that is for Calvin Klein, his debut collection of Calvin, he's just absolutely killed it, man. Let's talk about Calvin first. To me, he's definitely made that brand cool up until this year, and that might be the inner hype beast in me, but up until this year, I don't think I owned a Calvin piece. There was only one that I really liked before, and I think it was a sweatshirt that had the word obsession written on it. I thought that piece was dope. I never got my hand on it, but this season alone I picked up 3 pieces from Calvin Klein, and man, that is 100% thanks to Raf. He's absolutely killed it. He's, as I said, tremendous year, and what he's done for his own line for Winter 17 was so strong, at least in my opinion. Like, I was never a massive fan of Raf. Like, you know, there's some people that like love Raf Simons. They go through his archive pieces and they kind of call him the god of fashion and all that jazz. To me, he's still not that big. He's huge, don't get me wrong, but I wouldn't call him the best when it comes to designing. But he's had a tremendous year, and I've got to give my hats off to him because he's absolutely killed it. His collection of knitwear has been absolutely insane. My favorite being the black cropped in the body, elongated sleeve, or boxy sleeve, sorry, I Heart New York in black. The white version looks awesome. People have been wearing them and they've made it look amazing. I love the knit that I own, the sort of blue and red striped, again cropped in the body, elongated sleeve. It does come in a more regular fitting as well. And then the last pieces from his knitwear that I love were the cardigans. I think they called it Disturbed cardigans. They came in a multitude of colorways and I think they're all awesome and people have been wearing them amazingly. I'm still low-key waiting for them to hit. They're in sale, but I'm still waiting for it to hit that 50% mark before I make the bullet and cop something. Moving on to a person now that's had a tremendous year, who's not a fashion designer, would be ASAP Rocky. I feel like 2017 is really the year that he cemented himself as the king of fashion when it comes to hip hop or rap. Don't get me wrong, he's been dressing amazingly for years now, but I feel like it was always up to debate as to who dressed better, whether it was him, Kanye West, or potentially even Pharrell. I feel like 2017 was the year that he took that crown. There was just no debate. Kanye, as much of a genius as he is, fallen off massively, and Pharrell was just doing his own thing, do you know what I mean? And obviously you've got the younger lads like Playboy, Uzi, whoever else that do their own thing when it comes to fashion, but I feel like no one's on Rocky's level. He's even had a collaboration, well not a collaboration, but he did a pop-up with Selfridges, which is amazing because Selfridges don't necessarily do pop-ups with, they do them for designers but not necessarily for artists. So for them to kind of give him his own massive space and do his own thing, that was amazing.
It's my mythical, magical ghetto bodega.
Which then kind of ties into my next point. 2017 was really the year of collaborations. So many amazing ones. Don't get me wrong, collaborations have been an ongoing thing for many years now, but 2017 has some of the best collaborations that I think we're going to see in a very long time. And obviously I don't see what the future holds, but man, it's been strong. Whether that was the Nike Off-White, you all know this, I'm not the biggest fan of Virgil's work at Off-White. Don't get me wrong, he seems like an awesome person. I just don't necessarily like what he does with the brand. With that being said though, what he's done with Nike, it's just insane. Like almost all 10 of the shoes are incredible. Obviously I have my favorites. I've showcased this to you guys already, and I'll leave a card once again to another video that you may be able to see on how I styled the pairs that I have. You've got the Nike Off-White, amazing collaboration. You've got the Louis Vuitton Supreme, again kind of what I said earlier on about merging the two worlds of streetwear and high-end, and I think that's as good as it's gonna get, man, unless, who else is a bigger brand than LV, unless like Chanel. Well, even Chanel, they did a collaboration with Pharrell. Obviously, they kind of work together, but to them to actually have a shoe that sold for, was it €1,000, but resells for like 8K and upwards, incredible. So yeah, the collaboration. My three favorites were, as mentioned, Nike Off-White, LV Supreme. Although I didn't get anything from there, I thought the collaboration was dope, especially when it came to the leather goods. Still want that pouch, man. That pouch is just so sick. And then last but certainly not the least, you've got Gucci and Coco Capitan. I think that's how you pronounce it. That collaboration was dope. I just love the saying about common sense. I loved, again, the pouch. Beautiful piece. Which then, I'm gonna tie it into Prada, because although they haven't been, I don't think Prada's been massive the whole of 2017, but I feel like this pouch trend that they've got going on and that people have been jumping on, like I think, who is it, Virgil is now wearing his quite a lot. We've got various other people. The first person that I saw doing it was James, and even James got the idea from another friend of mine called Yev, who actually showed it to him. Super, super awesome. I mean, to the people that have done it, like James, he's pulled it off amazingly well. Enzo's done it as well. He pulls his off amazingly well. The upcoming collection of Spring Summer 18 actually features some amazing leather pouches, which I'm a big fan of. I wasn't too keen on the nylon sort of tech fabric of it, but the leather ones, sick. And that kind of ties into my point that I genuinely think that Prada is going to have an amazing 2018. I could be completely wrong, but mark my words, I do believe that they're going to absolutely kill it, especially with their shoes that they've got coming up. They're called the Cloud Bust sneaker, and man, whew, sportswear being such a massive thing. Got the rebirth of brands like Kappa, Fila, Champion. Again, it was actually through collaborations, right? So Champion collaborates with everyone, so they've always been there. They've always been current. Whether that is with Supreme, whether that is with, who else did Champion collaborate with? I think it did a collaboration with Vetements. They just always there. you know. Fila, I think it was their collaboration with Gosha Rubchinski that kind of brought them back to light. And then, what was the last one? Kappa. Who did Kappa collaborate with? Was it Gosha again? Either way, those three brands, they've had a sick year, man. Everyone, they kind of creeped back into everyone's wardrobe, whether that is the tracksuit, which I think is the most common way for people to wear them, especially the tracksuit bottoms. They're awesome. The stripe on the side, again, that's been a massive trend when it comes to 2017. Anything with stripes on the side has been massive. This is the rebirth of sportswear. Where is it going to be in 2000? Well, I want to say the rebirth of sportswear because I feel like sportswear has been a thing in 2016 as well, potentially even 15. But 2017, it went stronger. It's becoming more current and in more people's wardrobe. And then last but certainly not the least, you've got the fall of certain brands. And I feel like the fall of V-Line was a thing, which was a shame because, I mean, I was never a fan of the pieces, but obviously he's put in the work for it to go to that level of success and then for it to drastically fall over a dumb controversy. It was a bit peak, in my opinion, how the whole of ASAP kind of like distanced themselves to Bari. He's basically your boy, you know what I mean? So you just stick through. That is going to conclude this wrap up of 2017. I feel like I've spoken to about most things that I'm interested about. But as I said, if I miss out anything, please do let me know in the comment section down below. I think it's fair to say that we can crown 2017 when it comes to fashion, give that crown to Balenciaga. They've absolutely killed it. I feel like every one of us, if possible anyway, we would have a piece from Balenciaga in our wardrobe if we don't already have one. Thank you ever so much for sticking with me, man. It's the end of the year. It's coming to the end of the year, so I'm massively appreciative of all of you guys. If you wish to follow me, everything is right here in this corner, Sangiev. That is my Snupps, my Twitter, and my Instagram. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to leave a thumbs up. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. Click that subscribe button, and that is it from me. Have a beautiful day. Take care. Peace.